Has a stakeholder ever come to you and said, "Where's my user story? Why are there so many defects? How come this user story and this PBI has been slated for this upcoming sprint and now I have to go ahead and push it back?" If you come across those questions, there's probably two big things that are making that happen for you. And I've got some solutions to how you can get around it and work through it. So stay tuned. Let's talk product backlog and let's talk resolving technical debt. You ever come into a planning meeting and your stakeholder says to you, "Why do I have to go ahead and wait for this story to get done? I've got 4 other stories in the queue that you said are going to be done in the next 3 sprints, but now it's in the next 5 to 6 sprints." It's not a welcome feeling, is it? I've been through it before, and I know other teams have too. It's a problem usually dealing with technical debt. And technical debt is a defect that was found during the previous sprint or sprints that needs to be resolved, that eats up in your available capacity, plan capacity too, to go ahead and work on full stories and PBIs. Technical debt comes from many different areas. It comes from regression testing, it comes from unit testing, it comes from SIT testing and UAT testing, it comes from defects found in production. All these items stem from bad code coverage, lack of a test case, poor requirements, poor regression testing, or any things of those like. All in all, these items need to be resolved so that your stakeholders can go ahead and say, "Thank you very much for taking care of the small amount of technical debt we had last sprint. We thank you for the emergency release, and also thank you for doing great work and making progress towards our committed sprint goal and hitting our product goal as well." A lot of these things can be planned around, but first and foremost, you have to identify the source of the problem, whether it be from code coverage, whether it be from regression testing gaps, or what we can do about resolving better negotiations with product owners to go ahead and satisfy changing requirements. All those items, perfect solutions for going around and resolving technical debt. Make your team happy, make your stakeholders happy, make your end product that much better, and you'll be much more efficient because of it. One metric that you really want to stay focused on is the amount of carryover that you have. It's similar to technical debt. It's unfinished work from the previous sprint or previous sprints, but this really pertains more towards PBIs and stories themselves versus defects. The core of your sprint should be completing all of your story points that were committed during that sprint. And so in other words, if you've committed to 100 points and you get 20 done and you have 80 points of carryover, factor in how many of those are defects, subtract those points, and you really see how many story points you're carrying over from core development practices versus resolving technical debt. These are just made up numbers, but you get the math. Understanding how you can reduce that carryover is really what's at essence here. Coming up with root cause analysis, understanding maybe there was something that was misplanned during planning. Someone had to go ahead and take an outage and nobody could back them up. Could be another point too. There's a lot of other soft reasons versus hard technical reasons in your development environment that could be causing these problems. Maybe it's something that you need to have in your team agreement where people can go ahead and have backups for each other so that you can have a proper coverage plan to go ahead and make sure that all of your items get taken care of as committed. Lots of different items. Again, big point here, find the root cause, put a plan in place, track it, improve upon it, figure out what you can do to go ahead and make things better on an increment by increment basis, and everybody's going to be much happier. Your sprints are going to run much smoother, and overall happiness is going to be high all around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you do find something that was interesting, or if you did find something that you didn't like, please comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking. I really want to help you out in your journey through Agile, and certainly want to make sure that your ideas are heard, and so that I can also learn from your experiences as well. If you do want to go ahead and get notified of when new videos do get dropped, consider subscribing and tapping the notification bell so that you're made aware of the final part of this series and also other videos that I put out on how to make your practice better and your Agile even smoother. Thanks again, everybody. See you soon.